That is true. Everyone wants free.
I always question the MPs and the ministers who keep saying we should cancel president. Those who should pay should pay. Those MPs, I know their kids, their nephews. No, their kids and nephews are already in the school, and they are not paying. And they are not. They've never said, okay, as an MP,
Yes,
against free
yes.
education, we don't have money. So
People are-
$5 million or my ex gratia.
Yeah.
I don't hear any MP saying my ex gratia.
She supports particular school. Hello, UTV. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody. We are back again with another react on trending issues and current affairs in Ghana, our beloved country. And this is UTV empowering and projecting the youth. Today, I'm here with,
Fifi.
And Hyria.
once again, I am Severina Etonam. So today, we've heard a lot of things happening in Ghana, you know.
Okay.
I woke up this morning and I was like, things are happening. Yamakoso. Can you imagine that? You know, of late, there's been a lot of talks on cybersecurity, two-step verification, change your PIN often, do this, do that. And you wake up and hear that the Twitter or the X account of the president of the Republic of Ghana has been hacked.
That thing actually they bust my mind.
Seriously.
The account of a whole president of the country.
Civilian, what am I going
I
to
tell you, like I feel like there's a security threat in the country
There
Yes.
is.
because for me, first of all, Ghana is a republic,
Yeah.
you know, and for all these years we claim that we are on our own, we do our things on our own. The black man is capable of managing its own affairs, and then just few days or no, let me not even say days, like just yesterday for I think almost 48 hours, and then our president, the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. So if there's war right now, the one to lead the war, his official so the account has been hacked. And they've posted something there. Not like they've posted something there.
This Bitcoin and world remit people are
Yes.
disturbing us.
I'm telling
I
you.
don't know why. I don't know if there's a way they can stop them or something, but because they are really disturbing us everywhere.
A way.
I feel like not necessarily a way because for
Is
they
it even
always keep
legit?
finding ways
They
to-
always keep
Is it
finding
legit?
ways
for,
to.
for world remits. I don't know, but
Is it legit?
you Google and you see their office and there's I don't know much. I don't speak about that, but I keep seeing it. And you know the fact that for about 48 hours. So upon all the cybersecurity experts and tech IT experts you have in this
But you know,
country,
the issue is X is not something that is Ghanaian. It's not originally from Ghanaian. So you know how you have to report these things to them there before they have to like work on it and all those things. So you can't really, even though we have an association for cybersecurity in Ghana, supposed to be in charge of that, and it speaks loads if the president's account has been hacked.
I get it. But you know, but the same way the people who hacked it too, they don't work at the X office.
They don't work there.
The same way our tech, the president's cybersecurity team should be able to be swift.
Yeah, they should do something.
See,
Yeah.
maybe
It's been long.
this is more reason why we have to, you know, think about the things students go and learn. You know, we have people go to school to do coding.
Yes,
stuff
that's-
like
yes,
that's-
yes.
Are they being equipped well enough?
Yeah.
Are they just being taught to just do the minimal expected?
Or just theory.
Just because you know there are hackathons and outside. I don't know about Ghana here, how good or how well it's being organized here. But you know out there they do that.
Yes.
Come and then they'll give you things you hack within it. The fastest hacker,
Yeah, you get
that kind of
money.
thing.
Yeah.
So it trains them to
Yes.
and even though people like hacking is bad, you know there is good hacking.
Exactly.
There is good hacking. Like
Account
this.
has been hacked.
Yes.
This
It
would
has to
have-
be hacked back.
Yes.
Taken back from the
Yes,
people who hacked it.
yes.
So this is why you need good hackers. Whether it's going to be bad or good, you still need the hackers. So we have to revise. This is not just about the fact that our security is at stake. It's spreads everywhere. Education, everything's covered. What are the people who are teaching our hackers or these data people do?
It'd be sad.
Very sad because this is the whole president. So what of me?
So imagine the
layman.
go driving things. Yeah, but I like how they were swift when they realized how swift it was for them to like release a press.
No,
Yeah.
they didn't release the press statement.
They did it.
Within about almost 48 hours or a day or so, there was no press statement. So Mr. Felix Ofosu-Kwakye,
Yeah.
his spokesperson, was granting an interview on a different subject or topic on GH1.
Okay.
So that was where the presenter, I think Sewa, asked him, and then he responded and he said that, oh yeah, this is the case. So it was confusing. The fact that there
So it
was
was later that the press statement came out.
yes, it was later when people started bashing that. Oh, why is it that after all this there was no official
Oh,
communication?
there should
That
have
was-
been an official
So it was-
communication.
So people were trying to link it to some of these celebrities who take money
Yeah.
and then post those things. That
Yeah.
and then come back and say that.
Exactly. Yes.
Who are handling this account are not doing that.
Yeah, exactly. We have to really sack
They are not doing their work.
before sack them. I feel like it's possible. I don't feel like it is possible. They've gone for some $5 million just to post. Oh, Mr. President, your account has been hacked. Though, of course, Mr. President can't do anything. He's not a tech guy. He
Yeah.
only place a call that. Oh, this is the case. So the expert should
You just still rely on them to work on it.
exactly. We have to resolve. We have to investigate. those-
Yeah, look into it. Because
However, a country called Ghana.
A country
we'll go
called
anywhere.
Ghana.
my beloved country indeed.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's aside. Moving on, we've also heard of the visit of the educational minister. And
And there are some things.
yes, it's for.
Okay.
It was a fruitful meeting, I would say so. For himself said the SHS should be reviewed.
Yeah.
Why is he saying that now? When Face just started like how many years ago?
First just is in 9th year. It's the 9th year, almost 10 years, because His Excellency Akufo-Addo, right when he came into office, the first cohort of students
Yeah.
writing these, all of them free. So we are in the 9th year
Yeah, this
of
is
free
the
SHS.
9th year.
SHS.
So-
So why is it now, after 9 years,
This
that
question,
it's now that he's able to voice out and say that it should be reviewed after 9 years? Because I don't think students have been crying and comments have been made
For 9
for 9
years.
years.
okay.
Because we haven't been silent about this just thing for like
Yeah.
9 years. We haven't. We have been complaining for a very long time.
Okay, but we have to understand that there's an adage in Twi which goes like "Openi bie mate mante."
I'm not an accountant.
okay.
You have to explain.
So
Translate.
an elderly or the elderly
Hmm.
thrives on "I've heard, I've not heard."
Okay.
I've heard, I've not heard.
Okay.
So that's why when you're home with your mommy or your especially the fathers are like that. They can see you going out doing certain things. They suspect that you are doing bad things, but they don't talk. They just
Eyes.
the day something will come up or there will be a serious problem. That is when you realize that they
They've
talk
been
about it.
watching.
Or your grandmother can be in the house with you. She'll never report you. But the day you hit her or something serious come up, she'll make references to all
the
these
things that
things.
you've been doing.
Yes. Yes.
So an elderly thrives on "I've heard, I haven't heard."
Mhm.
So you in English it's just like the cat. Sometimes the cat sees things and then it just
Yes.
closes their eyes,
Yes.
pretends like it hasn't seen.
Yeah.
The dog will always
A day will
Exactly.
come.
So his Royal Majesty Otunfo, he's a great king.
Yeah.
His kingdom is so great. So he can't just I feel like he can't just get up and be saying that. That's why he took his time. Odi omunka say if they don't listen and it gets to a certain point, I feel like I would have to add my voice. Then I'll add my
Yes. Yes.
because he's great that he knows that when he adds his voice to something, actions might be taken. So I feel like that's why he didn't talk back then. He had to take his time, hoping that maybe it could even work out. But then he made a suggestion. He's like, if the government still can't feed
The student.
the students or if they still can't give them a better place to sleep,
Yeah.
then we should allow students or those who can afford to pay,
pay.
so that we can use that money or those monies to
help
Support
the others.
the less
to
privileged.
make it a better place for the students,
Yeah.
to make their studies also easier. That's it. But I feel like
But looking at the budget was read, and you saw how some cuts were made to fill in
Yeah.
and then cater for the free SHS whole
yeah.
thing. Think it's gonna work, or you think we should try and see first?
it is possible for me. Forget put politics. I didn't say it is possible because of NPP, but it is possible as in if we sit down as a country,
Yeah,
it is possible that we can feed these kids and provide a place for them to sleep
and
without
to learn on
yes,
all that.
without cutting
Without
off-
cutting the fee.
without anyone paying anything.
Okay.
So this is where my point comes in. this is not political, but you see, His Excellency Ford, when he was coming to government, he was like, "We can do free SHS. There's money. There's money." He came and we were able to implement it. So the question now came: so when free SHS wasn't being practiced, the money that we are using for free SHS, where was it going to? So you guys, you were using it for other things. Maybe you were using it for some expenditures that were not maybe even necessary.
Necessary.
For instance, His Excellency came and he said we wouldn't celebrate Independence Day. That's the normal way we celebrate. In a way, he has cut our expenditure. It has its own side effect, but in a way, he has cut our. So we can, if we can find money around some expenses we make as a country, sometimes are not necessary.
Yes.
So I think we can find ways and means to educate our young people because per research, those who after first SHS was started, the number of students who are able to access education or our level of illiteracy has reduced. So now we have more literates in the country, which I think is a step in the right direction.
So Ira, what do you think?
For me, I'm going with what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we think we can't feed the students or we can't provide accommodations for them, we should let those who can afford pay, and those that cannot not afford, there'll be a way to support them. And then another view I have is if the government really wants to maintain this free SHS, it can maintain
that,
it,
yeah.
because like Fifi said, there is money. And then there are some places that I think Ghana money is going into. I wouldn't say it's not necessary, but then it's less necessary than other places. So we can maybe cut some of the money there or even remove some of the monies there and then push them into this education sector to, fuel this free SHS, because it's a good initiative and it has really helped and it's still helping,
Oh,
because
yeah.
this is
Were you a free SHS student?
You
No.
cannot downplay.
Were you a free SHS student?
Just don't. You just want to tell my age to the world. I am not.
I didn't benefit just
They are lying. They are lying.
That is just a number. So no.
They are lying.
Mhm.
The objection is that she said if she would side with Otunfo in a way that if the government can't if the
Feed
government
all of them.
then those who can pay should pay, and those who but how do you
know those who can pay, those who
and
cannot
those who
pay?
cannot pay?
How do you know?
Yes.
Because we have rich people who still come and say
I'm
I can't
telling
pay.
you.
Mm.
I don't want to make mention of some issues that have come before.
Okay, but that is
That's
true,
it.
because that is true, because no one, like nobody wants to pay.
Everybody they want free.
Yes,
We are
everyone
Ghanaians.
wants free.
We are all Ghanaians.
That is true.
So
Everyone wants free.
I always question the MPs and the ministers who keep saying we should cancel fresh debt. Those who should pay should pay. Those MPs, I know their kids,
Some of them, their
their
kids don't even
nephews,
pay.
no, their kids and nephews are already in the school, and they are not paying. And they are not. They've never said, okay, as an MP, I'm
Yes,
against free
yes,
SHS, we don't have
yes.
money. So
People-
$5 million
Yeah.
or my ex gratia.
Yeah.
Have you heard any MP saying my ex gratia?
She supports particular school.
People,
But then they keep saying we should
people
cancel.
who are well to do and can, support their kids or relatives, like in that sector, this education, they would rather take their kids to the private school. But if they are going to be in government school, they won't pay.
They won't even bring them to government. They won't even send them to private school. They are sending them to the government school.
You know,
And
there's
they
some
won't
states
pay.
country that have the name, even if they are
Yeah,
standard
yes,
has
yes.
reduced,
They have
they
the
still
name
carry the
still.
glory
Yeah.
from the past days.
Yeah.
And no one is going to, the private schools are taking the preparatory to like JHS level.
Exactly.
But SHS, the government schools still have the
That's the
private
standard.
school.
That's the standard.
So you going to such government
your
schools
EIS,
They
you
still have their
at
names.
a particular level.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think they would want to send their kids to private school. They would not do
They
that.
will not. They still want to
But they
maintain
want- they can afford
sex,
it.
the betray, and the rest.
Yeah.
But you see, that is why I have a problem that those MPs, especially,
Yeah.
they didn't say their ex gratia. Oh, all of us, maybe just 50% or maybe 10%. We are bringing it together. We are
But was
giving it to the
it
government
all
to
of them
promote
who were
free education.
against the free?
But when your leader is talking and then you are not talking, it means
But I thought they came out saying that they were never against the face.
Oh,
They just
yeah.
wanted to improve it.
okay, that is how it started. But you see, when they ended that we should improve it. So some of them were raising even some of the majority, the current minority who were the previous majority, they were saying the same thing, that they believe that those who can pay should pay. So I'm including all of them.
What is this?
So all of them.
So all of them, yes, all of them. None of them could say our ex gratia. Oh, we are bringing it together.
God
to
forbid.
support the government.
Share.
God
Or
forbid
fear-
them. God forbid them.
Then I don't want to hear anyone.
But
telling us those
and then
stories
it will work out.
Yes, it can work out. It is
It will work
possible.
Can work out.
Yeah. But people like you who have benefited, I'm expecting that anyone who has benefited, when you start working, you should rather pay some amount of money to the government in a way like they should set up a fund. That is what I'm suggesting. Not even to the state. They should set up a fund rather. The wealthy people in society can just put some money there, and then the government can take away a particular amount of money from our tax.
I know
Why?
they get
Just for-
fund.
just for
They don't really, they don't really need to open a new fund. They could have a subsidiary under Get Fund that allows donations like that, because Get Fund already supports.
yeah, but
educational system here.
yes, especially
Yes,
school,
yes.
school facilities. and
Exactly.
that.
So they can just have a subsidiary under that one, where if people want to give donations for free SHS and all that,
That's
they just do
fine.
that, because it's already regulated.
It's
It won't cost anything extra to come and open another one. The staff there now can moderate such
That's-
a fund, and then they move.
that's
Yes. So moving on. As a free SHS student,
proudly
A proud one.
yeah.
it's my people. So yes, so you've heard our thoughts, you've heard our reactions, you've heard our laughters, and it's always exciting talking to young people who are enthusiastic about their country. So yes, this is UTV, empowering and projecting the youth. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Like, why keep all this to yourself? Let's all have fun together and share our thoughts. So until next time.